Okay. That's the secret to enlightenment. We have that's what the mind does, and it's functional, right? Like every time you go outside, you can't like analyze everything as totally new, right? We quickly conceptualize things, car, street, walking, like, but the problem is your mind will make your sit a habit and you'll lose the infusing motivation into it. And so we have to, there's no virtue in the breath by itself. There's no virtue in the practice by itself. There's nothing from its own side that can help you. So you have to inject the motivation into what it is that you're doing. So why is it important for you to meditate? Like, I would love to hear from some people. If you want to unmute, or if anyone in the room wants to share. Yeah.
I'm really twitchy. So I just like I want to calm down a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
That's like one of the main things. It's like people see meditators and they're like, they look calm. Like, right? It can help with anxiety or help us make it feel more calm and present. What are other people's motivations?
Mine is like finding more moments of presence so I can just like fully enjoy right now, where it's I'll catch myself a lot of times in the past like having these like feelings of like hope and like, oh, like I'm so excited about what will come, but like not being very excited and present about like what is already here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to be more present and enjoy our life. Notice the beauty that's all around us. Yeah, Remy.
Yeah, sometimes also I think about my family and how much suffering they are going through, and the feeling that I can't do much for them. But at least if I can work on myself, perhaps they will get inspired and want to work on themselves also, and meditate and find liberation from their suffering in this way.
Beautiful. That's like a perfect segue. Um, it'll help with, we can be doing the same thing. One person can be sitting and they didn't set their motivation, right? The next person can set a motivation like, I want to reach Shamata. That's what we do in this class. Okay, we're practicing Shamata, single pointed concentration. Or someone could have the motivation of, I want to reach Shamata so I can have the direct perception of emptiness so that I can become totally and completely enlightened in this life for the sake of all beings. Like that's the goal of the path. And whatever's the most real, true motivation for you that you can use, you should use it. Right? But we're always trying to bring it a little higher. Like before we meditate, we have to aim our mind at something. If you were going to try to drive to California and you just got in a car and you started driving with no GPS, no directions, maybe you would find it, but you'd probably get there a lot faster if you aimed them at the place you're trying to go. This is way harder than driving to California, right? So we need a map and we need a path and we need a teacher who can show us how to get there. And I didn't quite realize how essential that was when I started until I meditated for like 9 years on my own and was like, why does it work sometimes and sometimes it's not as good? Don't waste that time, right? Like we have to find a real lineage and a teacher who can guide our mind on the path. Okay. So if your motivation is just, this is what I do. I'm get in line for the sake of all beings, and I just like quickly say it, and there's no heart movement with it because it's become such a habit. It's like I do this every day for 13 years. And so we want to try to not slip into that trap with our practice. Like we have to really infuse the feeling the first thing we do when we sit. And do what the jujitsu you need to do with your mind to move your heart, actually. Just saying for the sake of all beings, or for your mom, or for someone that you love, it's all beings is like too vague and wide usually to actually move our hearts. So like think about someone that you really love. Like bring your motivation a little higher. Like, yeah, I want to be more calm, but why do you want to be more calm?
Oh, you're asking?
Yeah.
I mean, I've a lot of thoughts, and I know I can execute those ideas, but as you said, like I don't know how to get to California. I want the map.
Yeah, totally. And so what we're trying to do is just bring it a little higher. Like if you're more calm and you can execute your ideas, I don't know if you guys heard that, but that's what he said. You can help a lot more people. You can show up so much better for the people in your life. If you're more present, you'll help other people become more present. And so we want to just take it a step higher, like include other people, because that infuses the practice more powerfully than to just do it for ourselves. Okay. So start with one person. If you don't yet love every single being in the universe, including all the flies and termites and like little creatures, like start with your mom or your best friend and bring them in front of you and think about how much more just better you'll be able to show up for them if you are more calm and more present and more engaged with the moment. And then we slowly start to spread that out, not just to the people that we love, but the strangers that we encounter, because they're suffering too. They're just like you. They want to be happy and they want to avoid pain. And currently our ability to help them is limited. But what if you could change that? What kind of mind would you need to be more vast in the ways that you can serve the world, in the way that you can show up for your highest purpose? Yeah, you got to be more calm to focus and more loving and vast to reach your highest potential. A mind that doesn't collapse around pain and doesn't make suffering all about you and can completely stay with another person when you're fighting with them. Like you can understand them better and be like, oh, I really want to help you. You're suffering too. It's not just me. And that kind of mind has to be trained. And there's a way to do it. Like this is a super clear path to actually train your mind out of thinking about just ourselves and to think about other people. And the breath isn't like interesting or virtuous from its own side. You have to inject the motivation, and that changes the seeds you plant in your meditation. Because the motivation you put into the seed is what is going to create your result in the future. If we're doing stuff just for ourselves, we'll get some type of selfish result back. If we do stuff for others, that result is going to be much more vast. Okay, and that's the Mahayana path, the greater vehicle. So we train with the breath in this practice, but it's just the anchor. It's just the thing to put your mind on, to train your mind, okay, to train your heart. And mind stays where you put it eventually. So do you want to have it be on problems, or do you want to have it be on emptiness, love, bliss? If your mind was trained enough, it could stay there and not leave and be in that state in all times. And that's what we're working towards. That's what this path is, and that's what we're doing here in this class. Okay. So let's sit and try that today. Take a stretch. It feels so good about showing up. This isn't a fake out this time. All right, we're going to meditate for like 20-25 minutes today. Settle your body and park it. Try to not move, to be mindful of the people around you. And then set your motivation. What this is really is taking refuge and generating the wish. So we bring our mind to emptiness. And the fact that your mind is empty, it's the same emptiness as the Buddha's mind. And it can radically change. This is your training to do that. And then generate bodhicitta, the wish to become enlightened for the sake of all beings. But don't just say the words. Actually bring someone in front of you that you love, that you care for. And think about how you want them to be free from suffering. How your current ability to help is somewhat limited. Recognizing that the state of your mind currently, it wanders, it reacts, it tires, it makes it about you. And then get like this strong resolve that you want to change that you want to become a being that can really help the people that you love, that you can reach your highest potential. And what we're really doing here in the next 20 minutes is training our mind to be able to love people and really take care of them. This feeling of bodhicitta, it like protects your practice. Your motivation for doing it for yourself will run out when you do. But if we thought doing something for someone that we love could save them, it makes it so much more powerful. So let that generate this like diamond orb of protection, a psalm around your meditation space. And if thoughts try to come in, you just gently put them outside on the wall and you say, no, I'm doing this for my mom. I'm doing this for my best friend. And check, you have like that glimmer feeling of love in your heart for them. In today's practice, we're going to try to keep that feeling. So if you need a memory for how much you love them, you can quickly generate one that makes you smile. And then drop the memory, but keep the feeling. And then out of your deep love for them, find sensations of breath. Precisely find the sensation. That'll be the object for your meditation. And anytime the mind wanders, you bring it back to the sensation infused with your motivation. And we'll count 10 breaths. Exhale and inhale as one. Your mind already got distracted. That's okay. Just joyfully return to sensations at the tip of the nose, infused with your motivation as many times as you need. And drop the counting. Stay with the feeling of love in your heart as you watch the sensations of breath at the nose. Stage 2, following. See if you can notice the beginning and the end of each exhale, and the beginning and end of each inhale. You might have to bring your mind back many times before it stays. That's okay. Just do so joyfully each time. And remember your motivation. Some days you need to be a little fierce about it. Like, I'm doing this for my mom. Every other thought can get out of here. If everything's coming from me and my mind, then this is the most important thing I can do. Stage 3, begin connecting the breath cycle. Can you observe 3 distinct moments on each exhale and inhale? Beginning, middle, end, pause. Beginning, middle, end of the inhale, the pause. The other skill for stage 3, checking in. Every 10 or so breaths, check in on the state of your mind. Is your posture slumping? Is there any tension in your body that you can let go of? And most of all, is that feeling of love still in your heart? You need to regenerate the feeling, you can see them in front of you again. Feel how much you love them. And remind yourself why you're sitting and breathing. As you connect one breath cycle to the next, keep periodically checking in, briefly, gently. Check in again on the state of your mind. You still have the smile on your face, reflective of the smile in your heart and this incredible opportunity you have to train your mind. Don't waste it. Doesn't matter how it's gone so far. Make the most of the next couple minutes. See if you can keep that awareness engaged, like, of the state of your mind. Don't let your awareness collapse. Have the motivation infused like incense in a room into every cell of your being. You can do that, then breath naturally becomes the most fascinating thing in the world. This unbelievable tool to train your mind in love and wisdom. Check in one more time. Fan that flame of love in your heart for them. Let it bring a big smile to your face. If everything is coming from you, then your world can radically change. You could become a being of vast capacity and infinite potential to help others. Feel amazing about the training you've done today. Every single time your mind came back is a habituation that's going to have a result. So feel really good and allow that feeling in your heart to start to become brighter and brighter until it feels like sunbeams beaming out of your skin. Love and wisdom from your heart reaching everyone in this room. And the moment the light touches them, it's like all of their dreams come true. They feel calm. They're present. And they understand wisdom. Every good thing in our life is coming from taking care of others. Keep amplifying out that light. reaching everyone on Zoom. Spreading through your state and your country. And like a golden blanket, blanketing the whole earth. Reaching every being in the sky, every being in the sea. And like a shock wave, send out that love through all space and time. Past the edges of the known universe and beyond that. And just for a moment, imagine a world of perfect purity, a universe of it. Everything's coming from your heart. You'll be the one to change it. And slowly bring that light back into your heart. Back into the place that everything comes from. Dedicate all of your seeds from today towards reaching that state. May our capacity be increased to be that vast. And all of your goals along the way of getting there. When you're ready, you can wiggle your fingers and toes. Open your eyes. And come back to the space. Notice how you feel. Is it different than when you walked in? The quickest way out of your suffering is thinking about other people. It's like a fast track. So the more moments we can bring our mind to this idea of bodhicitta, about thinking about other people, about taking care of other people. It's like, I don't know, do you guys feel like if you just like had a weekend to plan out your life, you could like figure it out? If I just focused on me more, I could figure out my life. And like the key is actually through bringing your mind to thinking about other people. If you're sad, take care of a friend. Find someone else who might be sad and cheer them up. But the motivation we put into anything we do is what creates our world. Like we can do the same thing just going through the motions, or we can do that action infused with like, I want to become my highest self to actually help people. Same action, totally different seed you're planting in your mind, it's going to have a totally different result. So as much as you can, like bodhicitta is the way. Like that is the thing that keeps things fresh every moment. It's the thing that allows us to show up the way that we actually want to. It's like the fast path and the quick way to be happy. And you felt that, like when you celebrate other people, you feel great. Like when you surprise someone on their birthday, or you do something genuinely nice for somebody else. Like, it feels amazing. Okay. So motivation this week. Don't just brush your teeth through the motions because you've done it a million times. You could be scrubbing away ignorance from the whole world while you brush your teeth if you had bodhicitta. It would allow you to practice moment to moment to moment to moment throughout the day. Okay, so this week, really try to get your motivation to something that generates a feeling in your heart. Okay, don't just go through the motions of practice. And we're at 9:30. So if you have to go, you're welcome to. If you want to stay and connect and share, I would love to hear from you. But first, I have a very important special announcement. I'm so excited to share this with you guys. We're gonna do an upstate retreat on September 18th through the 20th. Okay, it's gonna be super fun. It's gonna be this community. We're getting this like amazing place on the lake. We're gonna do yoga together, meditate, have amazing meals cooked by Maria. She's going to be our private chef for the weekend. And have campfires and hang out and like total party. So I know a lot of you filled out the questionnaire online. Listen to that. We've reduced the price to make it more accessible for people so that more people can come. We got a bigger space so that a lot of you can join. But there is more interest and there are spaces. So if you're interested in that, it should be like peak fall, late September upstate too, which will be beautiful. Please message me. I can get you the information. If you want to reserve your spot, you can Venmo me. I do expect it to sell out. So the sooner you could sign up and reserve your spot, the better. But I'm super excited about that. It's going to be super fun. The place has like a hot tub, a sauna, lake, kayak, pool, a hot tub. So it's going to be like, we're going to practice and we're going to go deeper in your practice and you're going to get a cool new special practice. I really want it to be a super heart-opening retreat. It's going to be like very much going to be like this party, but all weekend, okay? Making deeper connections with people, going deeper in practice, and having a lot of fun doing it. So please sign up for that if you're interested. We'd love to have you there and just spend more time with you too, like genuinely getting to know you guys. And yeah, part of the reason I'm doing it is that you can create deeper bonds with each other too. So, okay, that's the last of the announcements. How did that go today in practice? Mahan, yeah. Thanks for sharing.
Hey everyone. Yeah, when in the beginning, when the first 5 minutes, I had no motivation, and it was such a big difference. And I think the timing of this was really good because last night I went to see a play called Every Brilliant Thing, and it touches on the topic of mental health and suicide, which is really personal to my family and I. Um, and so I had all the motivation I needed there. I actually struggled with like fanning down the flames so I can actually focus it and harness the energy. So that's just something I have to keep practicing. But it was a really powerful play and meditation because so much of mental health is like the movement of your mind in a given moment and how sometimes we can be impulsive and sometimes we can make decisions that have irreversible long-term consequences. And the only thing that can help us in that moment is our mind. And there's nothing else. And I forget that a lot. And watching that last night was a really strong reminder that this training has to be consistent, and it's for the sake of everyone, for the sake of ourselves. And we sometimes underestimate just how much having the ability to shift your mind in a given moment, how much of an impact that can have, and how it could pull you out of suffering, and how it could be the difference between, you know, your family, friends, you uh, having a completely different life. So I don't know how I can't articulate it, but all I know is that um, we're really in sensitive some moments of suffering. Our mind is can be very sensitive, and so yeah, this training is really important for that. And so I just want to thank you, Nicole, for reminding that. I've just been meditating the last couple of weeks without any of this motivation, and I can tell the difference. So thanks.
Thanks for sharing, Mohan. You articulated it very well. Like, yeah, that feeling is so powerful when you can generate it. And it makes your meditation much more powerful when you really realize like the impact it can have. Thank you. Yeah. Could you speak up for the people online?
So, first, I just read an article a few days ago that the scientists actually find out that even 5 minutes meditation per day can make your life much longer for 10 years longer. So, and you will have no Alzheimer's disease because you close your eyes and you go inside your brain. So you kind of make this moment present. As soon as you do this, your brain will be very stable and more healthy, which is you just shared it. It's very important because like when people have this mentally like ill, some people are mentally disabled, or some people because of a lot of stress and anxiety and whatever, our brain actually start function not well. So, but even 5 minutes meditation per day can like treat your brain. It's a treatment, and it's amazing. And I'm like, when we start musing, I'm like, first I'm gonna live long life. Like, till 100 years old because I'm gonna meditate today, which is amazing. And I'm so happy. So, and the second, when we start meditating, actually, I see this light inside of me, and when you told like put your smile on your nose, and I'm like, I just have this smile. I have just this light inside me, and I see myself going through the day with this light, which I feel like I can give to everyone around me. Like I like just want to share this. And I'm like, I'm so happy. I just want to give it to everyone. Doesn't matter, and it's so amazing. Like you become so powerful inside you. You can do everything. You don't care about like if meeting go wrong, if people will yell, or you like whatever. You just feel it inside, and you can be stable with it all day long. No one can destroy your mind. Nothing can destroy you, with this light inside. So
Yeah. Did you guys hear that okay online? Is volume picking up? Okay, cool. Yeah, like now that we finished meditating, it's not like just check done, now I can go be crazy. Like it's just it's like, how do I use that? And then just keep it throughout the whole day, like radiating that feeling out to everybody. Like I can feel it within you, you know? You're just like radiating like a light. It's contagious to people. You have such an amazing smile. Like how can you look at her and not smile? Right? It's like a very obvious way we start to impact people around us. You know, it's mirroring. We mirror the people in front of us. And so if you're like you know, it makes it really hard for the other person to be keep the smile going, you know? But you can become unshakable with your own practice. Like where it doesn't, the more you can keep your mind on wisdom, and if this is your first day, you'll learn more about what that is, okay? But the more you can keep your mind on that throughout the day, you become unshakable. It doesn't matter what's appearing. It's just old seeds. You just need to focus on what you're planting. So the most logical thing you can do is be happy and kind and loving to other people, because that's what's going to create the reality you walk into. And it feels amazing. So cool. Anybody else? Yeah, Sam.
I wanted to share some, yeah, I wanted to share something that's been helping with my motivation, like when focusing on the breath becomes a bit stale. I've been just trying to think about how lucky I am to be able to breathe. There's a person I've like seen on TikTok, this girl Brooke, who's like about my age, who has ALS, and she's like in the later stages of it, and where she has to have like a, you know, like a breathing machine on her at all times, like can't move. And sometimes when I'm like, I start to get unfocused or I don't know, unmotivated, I'll just think of her really quickly and I'll be like, wow, like I can sit comfortably and I can, like, the breath just moves so naturally, like I don't even have to try. And then it just like increases really quick, like like I'm super focused on it. It just ramps up the intensity of being like, okay, like, wow, this is such a miracle. I'm so lucky. And that has like really helped me a lot, especially when, you know, like I'll set the motivation in the beginning and then it's easy to kind of just forget about it. And if I'm like, I notice I'm like, oh, like I don't want to do this, I'll just be like how quickly you could lose that and how quickly, I don't know. So that's really helped me. So I wanted to share that.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Like how your health, it just becomes, you don't see it anymore. Just like everything else, it becomes normal. And recognizing what unbelievable precious conditions it is to be alive. Like these are some of the things that help us in motivation, is like recognizing our leisure and fortune or having death awareness. Like all of a sudden it's like, whoa, recognizing what an unbelievable precious opportunity it is to train your mind. Like we don't know when, if something like that could happen to our mind. And right now we have opportunity to train it and do something with it. And often, like, I don't know, you guys are all young. Like, you think that that's something way off in the future and probably don't think about it that much. But gratitude is like and recognizing our fortune is such a key to be present in the moment and to make the most of it. Thanks for sharing that, Sam. I think I've seen her too.
Yeah, she's like my age.
Yeah.
So it's hard to not be like, wow, like we just think we have so much time. Like even just like like the comfort, you know, like she's like completely in a wheelchair and can't do anything alone anymore and like can't even breathe. And yeah, it's not to, I don't know, I don't take it as like a morbid thing. I take it as like, wow, I'm so lucky to be able to like sit here and again, I think like why that particular person helps me is just like this the breathing part of like how it's so difficult for her to breathe and like how easy, like it just moves in and out. And then I don't know, my chest just moves on its own. So yeah, that's why I thought for us specifically.
A good death meditation should make you joyful. It really should. Because it's like, oh my gosh, what a miracle. I'm alive. I can use this moment. I can plant seeds. I can take care of people. Like, what a precious gift, you know? And it stops the blindness of the unbelievable conditions around us, or just the normal habituation of going through the moment. Going through the movement, moment to moment. Anybody else online want to share anything? It's so good to see your faces. Oh my gosh. Thank you all for being here and starting your day together. It's really the highlight of my week to get to spend time with you all. And I love you all very much. So try to take the motivation out with you in your day. Like, actually be like, why am I doing this thing that I'm doing? Don't just go through the motions of your day. Like, you can infuse every action with a higher motivation. It becomes fun. It's like, if you have good motivation, every act is awesome because it's just an opportunity to plant seeds for your future. We're going to have coffee and tea over here and connect, but I'm going to mute this time online so that you guys can talk too. Hi, Zoya. So good to see you. Oh, Sarah, Nancy, Eduardo, Mahan, Remy, Kim, Maria, Anna, Divya, Earl. Thank you guys for being here. If you want to stay on Zoom and chat, you're so welcome to. I'm going to keep this open and running. You can grab a cup of tea or coffee and connect with each other, talk if you'd like. But if you need to run, you're welcome to do that too. I love you so much.